And so he's asked about the company and those kind of things. He was good, but this feels a little more set up.
Wow. Look at that.
Don't pump Shub's tires too much.
Oh, no, he won't. And good?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because, so just between us fellas here, we tried to record one last week. It was our first dud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should include this.
We can't.
No, it's fine. I don't care. I already told them it's nothing in the air.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be a total asshole.
Oh, shit. What if I dud? I don't like this now.
No, it was my fault. we tried to...
What episode number would this be if we're dumping last week? This will be 7. This is a presentation of Indian Dad Media in association with...
This is a Thursday media production.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 7 of Your Business is on the Line.
7 big ones.
7. I realize now I just said welcome to episode 7, which means you and I, Phil, do not have to do an intro for this episode.
Oh, great.
So for the second time, only the second time ever, we have our guest in the room for the intro.
How does it feel, Chuck?
A little nerve-wracking now.
Yeah.
This is the sausage in the making.
Yeah.
Charles GIGO, CEO, founder, 8 a.m. Solutions here in Calgary. I know Chuck not through the tech community at all, through kids soccer.
Wow. Is it true that people really call Shub coach?
Yeah, a lot of us do.
Really?
Yeah,
What about...
Even the parents.
Chuck's wife, Laura, started that, I believe, right? Just
She
randomly
did.
in the neighborhood started calling me that.
And is it true that they call him Shub Popovich?
No, I'm trying to make that I'm trying to make that stick. It doesn't seem like it's working so far.
Yeah, I'm not buying into that one. But
Come on, I love it.
Chuck, would you like to maybe just tell us a bit about yourself, and then I've got some follow-up points because, I mean, I feel like I know Chuck pretty well. So hit us up.
oh, geez, where to start? I'll talk a little bit about the company. So we don't know each other through that, but started a company 4 years ago. So that's been an interesting journey. My first time as a founder. So the company's about vendor risk management. It's a software as a service. I got a fair amount of experience in that space, and it's honestly been quite a journey to start a business from scratch. Never done it. I've learned a ton of lessons, a lot of warts through the first 4 years. I've actually had the pleasure of talking to Shub a lot about some of the things,
He's saying pleasure, but he doesn't mean it. Yeah.
It's for the podcast. No, really and truly, you've obviously been there and done that, been through the grinder. So it's nice to speak to people like that. So I've got a great group of people working for me. And honestly, aside from that and kids soccer, there's not too much more to talk about. You can ask other questions, but...
I've got a couple.
Sure.
Wait, go ahead.
Well, I'm curious, why is it called 8 a.m. Solutions?
Yeah, good question. So it's all about risk, and our thought process was risk happens daily. So we want to have a name that's action-oriented and reflects how you start your day. And 8 a.m. Solutions is sort of synonymous with, how you start your day. I'll have that piece of paper on your desk at 8 a.m., those types of things. So really trying to drive daily action and awareness around the risk when vendors come onto site.
So 8 a.m. is like when you start your day?
Not me, but yeah, that's the concept, yeah.
Because if it was that Shaz's would be 2 p.m.
Chaz
Solutions.
would be 2:25.
Yeah, 2:25 Solutions.
We work with a lot of energy services and energy producers, and they always make the joke it should be 5 a.m. Solutions, but we counter saying we work with bankers, so we pick the middle number.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
I know we generally don't, like, people talk about their startups and they don't necessarily come on to pitch them, which I know is not what you're doing. But the types of companies, energy companies, construction companies, who else are we talking?
Yeah, those are kind of the big ones right now, but we're into events, we're into municipalities. That's been a new push for us. So pretty much anyone that has a vendor coming onto site can use our software. Obviously, we don't want to say we can be anyone to everything, but or everything to anyone rather. But those would be the big verticals we're chasing.
Events.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I needed to think about that.
Yeah, now you got vendor risk management.
Yeah.
I
didn't understand those words, and now I realize that I should have understood those words.
We have been a proud sponsor of the 24 and 25 Grey Cup, and we're hoping to continue that trend. So that's kind of where we first got into events, but there's certainly a lot of logistics, whether it's companies coming on the site, setting things up, or transportation. So there's a lot of things happening from a vendor standpoint there. So yeah, that's where we got into it, and we're hoping to expand there too.
I got 2 follow-up points, but I'm going to mix in a segue now because this was going to be one of my other things. Sponsor of the Grey Cup. Chuck, why is football so important to you? See how I teed that up, boys?
That was really good.
Episode 7. I've got my Gladwell hours in at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to make it short.
No, don't.
I started playing football when I was 10, so it's been in my life for a long, long time. My dad was a university football player. I was fortunate enough to play for the University of Calgary as well for 5 years. So
Dino.
Wait, hold on. What position, Chuck, did you play for the University of Calgary?
I was the quarterback. I
The
started for 3 years.
quarterback.
You're the starting quarterback of the Dinos?
The quarterback of a post-secondary football team.
That's so impressive.
You are now the best athlete we've had in this podcast. Sorry, Philip.
What? Were you a national champion though?
No, we definitely weren't national champions. No, it's a big part of my life. It still is. I was coaching for a long time as well, but I've kind of taken a step back since starting the business. So
Okay, so hold on. He's, as usual, short-selling himself. Played football, quarterback, the University of Calgary. Played professional football in the most interesting way I've ever heard possible. Where did you play professional football?
I'm going to correct you. It's semi-professional. So
No.
okay, you can scratch
we can
that.
add. Okay,
Yeah.
Chaz, can you make a note to edit out semi?
All right.
Yeah.
I played in Finland. So
Whoa.
yes, there are a whole bunch of leagues in Europe. The concept kind of came about after NFL Europe. So all these countries were like, oh, we love NFL football. So they started spinning up these leagues. And I played there for 1 season in the Finnish Elite League. Whoa. That in there. And there actually are multiple divisions in Finland, which was mind-boggling. At any rate, so yeah, I played 1 season over there. A number of Canadians actually go over and play in Europe. There's leagues, and I've had guys play in Germany, France. Another guy played in Denmark. So there's a bunch of leagues over there. But yeah, that's where I got paid to play.
And is it
First professional athlete we've had on the pod.
It's incredible. And is it do they have like Finnish rules where like the ball is like
Oh yeah,
it looks like
I've
it's
never
a
asked
big
that question.
pierogi
You
or
playing-
something?
Well, there's yaks on the field.
You've got the wrong.
There's yaks in the field.
You're just trying to tie it back to previous episodes, which I appreciate, but I don't think pierogies I don't believe are finished.
They're not finished, but
Yeah.
you get to get a touchdown, you have to catch the ball in a sauna.
Oh, don't get me started on saunas. I love them. But no, there's no rules. It's American college ball. So a little bit different than what I played, but it's...
So it's 4 downs. You went from 3 down to 4 down football.
Yeah, and the field size is American. So everything's American, which is actually a lot of fun to play because it's a lot tighter. So every throw is available to you. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging, but there's a pretty big disparity in skill level. Every team was allowed a certain number of imports. So you could have a couple different, with Canadian American, those were considered imports. So you had 2 imports on the field at a time. So those guys were super high skill, super talented. You had a couple Finnish players that were like, if they had been born here, would have been, university players, maybe pro, and then it would drop off pretty steep after that. So
Yeah. So are you saying that Phil and I could have maybe played?
Could we have also played?
I mean, I did play 1 game of high school football before breaking my arm. So
it's a great story.
I've told Chuck that. I was like, Chuck, I got some football stories too. 1 catch, 9 yards, broken humerus.
No way.
Yeah, big time.
Okay,
Okay.
because someone hit you or?
No, it just. Yes. It
Or
was
the
just
ball.
floppy. It just like no, the ball broke my arm. Okay, so Chuck, star athlete, genuinely good guy. And one of the things we've started to talk a bit about when we get folks and founders and VCs on is, yes, we're on here talking about fun business ideas, but you said you'd never started a business before.
Mhm.
Phil goes on incessantly about the Canadian productivity crisis and how we need more people starting companies. So how did you know, like for people out there who might be like, I kind of want to start a company, how did you know? And then what was the first thing you did?
Oh boy, that's a big question.
Yeah, but I mean, just bear in mind, we got to keep this tight because we got a whole pitch to get to.
Well, dude, I got notes here.
So tell me your whole professional life story, but
Yeah.
under 90 seconds.
Yeah, sure. So briefly, I worked for a company that basically does the same thing we do now. I had the fortune of working for a Canadian entrepreneur. He'd started a couple different companies. His name's Cal Fairbanks. I don't know if you want to edit that in, but he's a phenomenal
We
entrepreneur.
only want to keep it in Phil sponsors.
Yeah.
Cal's probably not going to sponsor us. He's retired now.
Well,
So am I. Okay.
that has not stopped Shub from name dropping any brand he thinks of.
I
So
love it.
All right. Keep going.
In
Sorry.
short, Cal is one of the people that I look up to the most. He was, very, very good at what he did. He had a good scope of how to run a business. So I had a chance to learn from him. And I think once you get engaged with people that have done it before or know what they're doing, you kind of see the allure of it. So basically, once he sold the company and an American company came in, I just didn't think that being there was the right fit for me. So I kind of knew I was going to leave. What I was going to do next was sort of up in the air. But once I'd stepped away, I kind of got the feeling that I want to try it myself because I had the experience enough to sort of be a part of it because I was one of the early employees. We grew to about 120. So I had a chance to see it grow, and I thought I can probably do this, or at least I have the experience to try it. And I was a little naive in thinking that. But my dad had also been an entrepreneur. He was a guy that had started oil and gas junior companies, got to a production level and sold. So I'd seen a little bit of it from different environments. And again, it was kind of fascinating. So I thought we could give it a go. So that's probably why I did it. In terms of what I did first, panicked, and then
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I think that's second usually, right?
no, that was first.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
No, I fortunately had two really good business partners that had been in the business with me. So we knew the business, we knew how to run it. So I think it was kind of a big open your eyes and just drink from a fire hose trying to figure everything out. But yeah, I think the first thing was take a good hard look at what we wanted to achieve and kind of model out if we could. And then it was go look for funding short of it, I suppose.
That's so cool.
So this is, you talk about this all the time. So what did Chuck saw other people doing it, right? Surround yourself with other people who are entrepreneurs.
Culture shift.
Find some people to do it with so you don't feel like you're completely on your own.
Yep.
And then go do it.
That's right. Boom. It's as easy as that.
It's so easy, guys.
Yeah. And well, that was 20, you said 2020?
No, we started in late 22.
Late 22. We'd met like maybe a year or two before this. So I got to I've been able to, without any skin in the game, just observe the entire journey. And here's what I'm going to say about Chuck. I'm not going to look at him so I don't embarrass him. You know why I like, forget Chuck the person, but Chuck the founder.
Okay.
He's and his team aren't out there doing all these talks, or they're not on LinkedIn talking about how they're growing their company. You know what they're doing?
Just growing a company.
They're just growing their company.
That's so sexy, dude.
And every time we talk, and I know he was sort of half joking, but I used to, we'll like check in every like month or two at one of the soccer practices we have time, and I'll like be like, how's this going? And I've got to just observe the journey. Now he's got a bunch of salespeople working there. They're legitimately turning that corner from, in my opinion, are they going to make it to now they're going to scale?
Yeah.
So everybody out there needs vendor risk assessment solutions. You know where to go, right?
That's right. And more people need to know about vendor risk solutions.
You did.
I know. I didn't know, and now I realize I needed to know.
Now it's another thing to keep you up at night.
That's right. Well, maybe not with 8 a.m. solutions.
That's right.
One other Chuck story before I leave this.
Okay.
So I have coached Chuck's oldest daughter in soccer for 5 or 6 years now.
Yep.
Younger daughter for 4-ish years. They plays with my 2 daughters. I think Chuck, by and large, I think you'll find as a coach, I'm pretty reasonable. Like I know I'm quite loud with direction, but I don't get on the refs. I don't usually get into it with other coaches. But when I played sports, I got a little competitive. Like I was a different person. But for the most part, I've been able to separate that from, I'm coaching kids.
Yeah.
There was a game a couple years ago, and Chuck and I were still getting to know each other. But we'd hit it off. Like all the parents on our team hit it off. We all hang out, like kids and everybody party together. It's great. So our kids kept getting like elbowed in the face and scratched, and like there was a lot. Like the third kid came off and was like, "Coach, like bloody lips," like. And so finally, I just went to the other coach and I was like, "Hey man, you got to talk to number 12."
It was just one bad actor?
Yeah, there's a couple, but you got to talk to number 12. And the one coach was like, "Oh, well, sorry, what do you mean?" Then the other coach comes over and starts beaking at me, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say, Chuck?
Quite loudly, I would say too.
So
Really?
then
What was he saying? He was just
just yelling, basically.
a bit of a male Karen.
Yes, he was a Marin, yeah. And so then I feel somebody coming up behind me, and I'm like, okay.
It's number 12?
And no, it's number 12. So in my head, I'm going, yeah, Shub, you're getting a little heated. This isn't the best example. And I could feel somebody coming, and I was like, okay, one of the parents is coming to just like, hey, calm down. And I was like, I really appreciated it. I calmed myself down, but then after, I knew it was Chuck, and I went to Chuck, and I said, hey, man, I just really appreciate how you were kind of coming to help me sort of settle or ground myself. And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I was just backing you up if if it got by.
If it went down.
Yeah.
I was
And
about
I
to
was
come
like,
over
oh,
the
this
top.
is the type of person you want in your life, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's all you need to know. All you need to know about Chuck is
No fear.
started this company, has your back, and somehow in the midst of all of that is still very present.
Yeah.
As like he's at every. I've really seen him miss a soccer game.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, if you had like, that's also dope that you were like a professional, you were a professional football player behind you.
Yeah.
The other coaches were probably like,
it
oh
made
shit.
it made me feel great. And one of Chuck's best buddies is a high school football coach who also played at a high level with Chuck. So I felt fantastic about my chances.
Yeah.
You know, as you can tell, fighting's not my my thing. So anyway, those are all the things you need to know about Chuck.
Okay. That's great.
So
That's a
we've
great
es-
intro.
We've established this. One of my favorite people, wife, I think, was our earliest fan of the podcast. Got the first bit of feedback, probably. Am I going to embarrass your kid if I say that for Pump Up Music, she wanted to listen to the podcast before one of our games?
She's gonna love it.
No way.
Yeah, they asked what Pump Up Music they want to listen to.
And they said your business is on the
Yeah,
line.
and she said, "Can I listen to a bit of Coach Shub's podcast?"
Wow.
Which now she's listened to more of the podcast than my kids have.
Wait, so we should not be swearing on this then?
No, it's okay.
I mean, I know Chuck and Laura well enough to know that their kids have probably heard a little bit of swearing.
Just a little
I
bit.
think we're probably
Just a
okay.
little bit.
Okay, Chuck, this is the part everybody's been waiting for.
Dun, dun, dun.
You and I talked about this a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. It's Shubh here. Are you a startup founder or a scale up exec that's trying to take your company to the next level? Are you looking for the right people to help you do it? Are you looking for people who will help you set culture, who have deep domain expertise, who can figure anything out, who are Swiss Army knives and unicorns? How are you finding those people? Are you juggling multiple job boards? Are you screening hundreds of resumes, doing dozens of interviews? Is it working? I bet it's not. Are you frustrated? I bet you are. Do you know how I know that? Because once upon a time, I was you. Then I discovered the New Network. Jennifer Weens and her team at the New Network help Canadian tech companies build and scale high-performance teams through a proven, unique approach to recruitment and executive search. Also, they're awesome. I use them to help build most of my team at Zayzoon, and I would use them again, and I've recommended them to everyone that I know. Check out newnetwork.ca for more details. The New Network. I couldn't have done it without them.
Chuck, do you have an idea to pitch us today?
I do. And I will admit, I thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
I know you thought about it a lot because you told me you were
I know.
thinking about it a lot.
I know.
Wow.
I was thinking about it. I'm going to be I got to sound good.
Yeah.
I don't think you. I mean, you've listened. I don't think you need to worry that much about that.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually have two ideas.
Ooh.
I'm going to do the one that I thought the most about first because I put the effort into it. But the one I thought of last night I like better. Anyways. So I'm a convenience person. I don't like doing things where it's going to take a lot of effort or it's confusing or it frustrates me when things aren't easy.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I have to do every couple months of the year, I got to go to the mall. And I hate going to the mall. It's like, I don't want to be there, but I have to go. Do you guys have the same experience? Like, do you like the mall or not like the mall?
I love the mall. Rita hates the mall.
I despise them all. It gives me anxiety walking through it.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to ask you why you get anxious about going through.
Yes. Oh, this is a great pitch.
Yeah,
He's already engaged the audience.
There's so, you know what really it is? It reminds me that this is like North American society, that we're just like living for consumerism and everyone just comes to the mall to buy. And I just look around being like, especially if it's a beautiful day outside, I'm like, this is what we're doing. This is something to do on a Saturday is we come here and we spend our money on stupid things we don't need. And I just go, wow. And I think it's like just a true representation of society. And I just get sad and depressed. So I don't know if that's the answer you wanted, but that's why I get anxious in there. I start freaking out.
It's not the answer I wanted, but I can work with it. I can work with it.
Yeah.
So
You didn't have sad and depressed is the reason you don't like the mall?
no, that wasn't on my bingo card.
Yeah. You know why I hate the mall? The breakdown of society. That's what Phil basically said. Okay.
But it fits. So when I go, I want to know where I'm going to park, and I want to be able to quickly get in and get out. I want to be in and
This
out.
is
I don't want to spend time.
Interesting personality little wrinkle that I might not have known about you,
Okay.
especially for somebody who's carved out a career just with the unknown. You need to know exactly what's happening when you go to the mall.
Oh, that's like me in life though. Like I kind of
Yeah.
need to know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So my idea is, and it's going to require some leaps, but get in, get out. So that's the name, GIGO. Get in, get out.
Oh, I love GIGO.
The name is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest can suck.
What
So
does
the
it
whole
do?
thing is it's an app, okay? And you would say, you put in the malls that are your favorites, and you would be able to say, these are stores that I want to go to.
Yeah.
So I know there's the mall app, so you can go and like try to mark your path through. But what it doesn't do is tell you, if I'm going to go to these 3 stores, where should I park? The fastest way to get in,
Oh,
and the fastest way to get out. It
I
maps you through the
love
mall.
it.
Yeah, this is great because when we go to the mall, we just park in the same spot every time, regardless of what store we have to go to.
And I find I'm so rarely there that I'll get there and the store will move or close. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going anymore.
Yeah.
So now the app will tell me where I go, get in, get out. And that's sort of like the free version of it, like just so I can get there and get in and get out.
And when you're at the mall, you're a laser beam, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're going directly to where you got to get to, and you're not like I like to meander at the mall.
Oh,
That's
can't-
not you.
Can't do it.
I feel like that's you. Laura and I would both be meanderers at the mall, and you and Rita would both just get in and get out.
Yeah, so Rita and I will use the app. You two can go out.
Yeah, we'll
front
just
of the mall.
wander. You just drop us off. Yeah.
You get a coffee, do what you want to do, and just
And continue to
I love-
degrade American society.
Yeah. Well, any society really. This is like, because you have like the wayfinding apps at the mall that tell you where to get to the store. They are disconnected from where you park, and you guys are not alone in this. A lot of people despise going to the mall because they need to know exactly where they have to go, exactly what they need to get, and they got to get out. And I also think this might be more broadly applicable than the mall.
you're jumping ahead of the pitch.
Oh, sorry, I'll take it back. Phil, do you have any thoughts? If you had GIGO, would you be less worried about the ruination of the North American people?
I love it. I think it's so brilliant. Like, I even wish you could go a layer deeper, which was like within the stores. Yeah, here's where the chinos at Abercrombie and
You
Fitch
can't
are.
see this on the video, but that's the most excited I've ever seen you.
It'd be like, oh, you're looking for socks at Lululemon? Boom, here's the optimal steps. I love it. I think it's such a great idea. And I also think it could be a verb. Are you going to the mall? No, I'm going to the mall.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I shared this with a friend because I
Yes.
wanted to make sure I didn't sound like a lunatic. And he goes, I hate shopping for groceries. He's like, because I don't know where anything is in the aisles. So that's kind of where the idea is. If you could map where things are in the aisles, it's like, I want to go get the tacos and the whatever. Then it's just go boom, boom.
Because the stores, other than Canadian Tire, so Canadian Tire's app will tell you what aisle something is in. Everybody
actually really
else
useful.
doesn't tell you. Canadian Tire sponsors. Every other store doesn't tell you because they want you to meander about the store because that's when you buy into your consumerism.
Right.
But I love this. Winners is a store that I really like because I'll pick through and wander through stuff. My wife, again, similarly was like, "No, I can't do it. I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
How do you find where everything is?" This is pretty good.
Yeah, I also I'm the type of person who will walk into a store, but I'll just go to the first person I know and be like, where's X? Like who works there, and then they'll point me in the direction. I'll go get it. I'll leave. I don't understand why people like spend time looking at the walls to see what aisle is in what, and then they go find it. And like, this person knows where the things are. I'm just gonna ask them, go get it, and
Depends
leave.
what kind of mood you're in. Sometimes the journey is the destination. You know.
I suppose, but I think that, you know, hopefully the journey takes you outside the walls of
The mall.
capitalism, and hopefully life has more to that. But
I really like this idea. You said I was jumping ahead of the pitch. Did I jump ahead of the pitch?
We got there. It's perfect. Because
Okay.
it could be other applications.
Yeah.
Like I also think of if I'm going to a sporting event in a city I don't know.
I was just about to say sporting events. What entrance do I park at?
Exactly.
And then I'm like on Reddit threads, and people are like, "Park at 15 if you're sitting." I'm like, just tell me where to park. Sporting events, even when I'm in downtown Calgary, I'm like, which is my optimal spot to
Yes.
park to get to this
Yeah.
place? I'm just parking close. But at the mall, I think, is a perfect application. I think this can be built.
yeah,
How do you monetize it?
have you thought about that? How do you think?
I
Mike?
was thinking about it. I don't have a great idea, but I do feel like maybe you could engage the malls and maybe engage the store owners to say, hey, if you want people to come I advertise discounts. There's something there once you get the people engaged.
What it is the free version meanders a little bit. It takes you by some of the other stores. You don't get the optimal path. But if you pay, then it's like one straight shot, you go. And that's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it gives you like one lot over.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It like takes
And
you
you're trying to
through
click on
winners,
the
and
other
you're
lot,
like,
it's all grayed out.
yeah.
You could also put favorites in there so that you get notified when they're running sales or whatever else. Like you can do more with it to say, if I'm going to go, I know
Yeah,
This
when I
has
should
been
go.
a common, like in the early days of phones, it was like geolocation ads are going to change the world. You're going to be driving by a place and they're going to be like, come in for a donut. And it never really happened because people were a little maybe freaked out by it. And the malls have always wanted this concept of you're in the mall. I'm going to advertise to you.
Yeah.
So I think you just get a bunch of people on this platform. Once people know you're in the mall, boop.
Yeah.
Hey, Uniqlo, aisle 7, row 3. Because
Right.
they have to be optimized for people like you guys who
Right.
don't want any of the rigmarole.
Yeah. The other thing you could do, there's a company out of Winnipeg called Grid. And it's like the Airbnb of parking.
Hit us up, Grid.
It's up Grid. And they actually would. And so basically they if I'm like a business owner and I own some parking lots and I know all my staff's out of there by 5 p.m., I can post on Grid and people can pre-book parking spots downtown if there's like, in this case, a Jets game, right? You could do, that's how you could monetize this of like, actually, it's the parking lot. That's where you're making money. People are paying $20 plus the GIGO. So it's like you are pre-booking your parking spot for the mall and you got the optimal route in, out. They know, they've designed everything so that they know you're only going to be in there for 20 minutes. They've already got someone else in that spot. So it also forces you to GIGO. Get in, get out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're towed, buddy.
I think your market is massive too. Because I think if I've learned anything from this conversation and my own house, 50% of people like to meander at the mall. 50% of people do not.
Yeah.
50% of the population is your target market.
Shaz, do you meander?
I might be the rare case of I kind of flop back and forth. Sometimes I love a good meander and like kind of take my time, but then that can quickly switch to me just wanting to get straight to business and GIGO, get in, get out.
Get in, get out.
So I don't know. I think it would be a nice option to have for sure.
The branding on this idea is incredible.
Yeah, I love it.
You said you like your other idea better?
I do.
Okay, so before we get to the other idea, we got to score this idea.
And how do you want to score it? In salsas?
How else do
I think that's only appropriate. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, we only score in salsas. We could do this podcast for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And we had somebody on who chatted with us recently, and they were like, "Do you really expect people to go back to episode 1 and learn why you score this like this?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, you're goddamn right. I expect them to go back to episode 1."
And do you know what we did with that person who said that? We cut his episode. They came on, they pitched, and they said, no one's going to remember why I do salsas. And guess what? You'll never hear that episode.
We're going to leave this in, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, we're going to leave this in. Yeah. Hey, that's what happens when you provide feedback, structural feedback to this podcast.
You come in, you stick with the format. It's my goddamn show.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people will know about the salsas. And if they don't, they can listen to some other jerk business podcast about
Yeah.
how to hire functioning teams. That. Okay. Sorry, Chuck.
No.
Go, Phil. Would you like to score this on the salsa scale?
On the salsa scale, I mean, this is right up my alley. I love it. There's like, I hate shopping at the mall. And so anything I can do to make it more efficient and just all the product features, I'm in for the journey. So to me, I'm your ideal customer. I'm going to give this, there's no notes, 75 salsas for me.
Hold on. For the listener out there, because we, again, are consistently confused about what we have told you about or not told you about at this point, that's our new mixer that has sound effects.
Yeah. We get some other fun ones in there.
Yeah, but you went a little nuts with it in our trial with it last
Right.
week. So
And so that's also another reason why we cut that episode.
there was like a minute and a half of applause because we couldn't figure out how to turn it off. I also really like this. I've been recently complicating my scoring because it's what I like to do.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the system I've been using, but I've been dividing it between just the idea and then the go-to-market. The idea itself, out of 40, 38. And only I'm reserving space because Chuck said he has another idea.
Okay.
So you got nowhere to go.
I got nowhere to go. I'm okay with that though. This is
But you're fully bought in. The go-to-market I also think is lovely. You're driving to the mall. There's just a little billboard up that says, hey, going to Chinook Mall? GIGO. Going to West Edmonton Mall? GIGO. Going to the Mall of America, Minneapolis? GIGO. I'm just saying mall names.
Right.
Yeah, famous malls.
In case they
listen, yeah. Yeah.
Sponsor.
Hit us up, Cadillac Fairview.
You ever been at Polo Park?
Gurmesian family. I hope people always, after these, Google these references so they kind of get what we're talking about. So I think that's a 32 out of 35 for me. I'm hitting a high. It's a 70.
Yes.
Wow.
70 out of the chute.
This is the most complicated scoring method that you've done, but 70 is great.
Hey, you got to give the people what they want. Some people want the straight founder level scoring, which is like, I love this. Some people need the operator level scoring, which is a little more analytical. That is an actual commercializable idea.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of those. That's a legitimate idea. To the rest of Chuck's employees, sorry, but we're folding up 8 a.m. It's been a good run.
It's been a good run.
But it's GIGO.
And you better giggle your way out of here.
Yeah. Well, just go. There's no GIGO. They already guide. Now they got to go.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I actually threw this at one of my developers today, and he goes, "No, I could probably build that." So
No way.
Yeah. It wasn't like a real conversation, but I'll be messaging him after this.
It better be built by the time I'm back in the office.
And I actually forgot to say something.
Yeah.
A friend of ours, actually at a soccer game, this is where this idea came from, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was last summer.
Who was the friend?
It's Polka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another set of our friends. She is a listener to the podcast too, so she will appreciate the call out.
Yeah. No, she said, if you can do it, I'm in. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So we got investors?
Well, I'm not sure that's what it meant, but
I mean,
we'll take it.
that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Polka, it sounds like you're known for 100K. Hey, thanks for listening. We'll take that check whenever you're ready.
Yeah, and also you got to buy a bunch of vendor risk assessment software.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Okay, idea one, home run. I know you're a football guy. Touchdown.
That works. Yeah.
6 points.
Wait, hold on. What do they call a touchdown in Finland?
Touchdown?
That's not far off.
That's-
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, that was not bad.
Yeah, they
That's
speak
more
English.
Swedish, I think.
They do speak English really well, but some words don't come quite as naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
my name did not come naturally.
So
So,
touchdown is literally just in a
Yep.
Finnish accent.
touchdown and a
So
Finnish
Phil
accent.
actually crushed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have a
Amazing.
Finnish accent? Do you want to try touchdown?
No.
Okay.
He's got to go back.
Yeah, that's right.
When he buys a semi-professional Finnish football team after 8 a.m. exits, and then we make a documentary film about it. Honestly, I would watch a documentary film about people playing professional football in Finland.
Do you think this podcast is a scene in that film?
I think this podcast is seen in every film.
Okay. I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet, but I assume.
We're going to be featured in the documentary about somebody going to see the world's biggest pierogi. We're going to make a documentary film about playing professional football in places you would not expect. Actually, that is a legitimate idea too. I'll hold that pitch back for another time. Okay, idea number 2, Chuck. This is the funnest episode we've had
Yes, that's all I want.
in a while.
Just because we cut a really bad
The last one we recorded was the 3 of us. And then the one we recorded after that was a friend of mine who was great, but he refused to just like follow the format.
Right.
So we're going to have to...
But yeah, by the time this comes out, that one will be out, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Total
Well, I don't
sidebar.
know, actually.
Yeah, we might cut that one too.
we just might cut everybody out. I'm drunk with power now. Make people come in, give us an hour and a half of their time, be like, nah,
You're out.
yeah, you got to redo this.
On the football in Europe,
Yeah.
John Grisham wrote a book about it.
What?
It's called Playing for Pizza.
John Grisham, author of The Firm.
Yeah.
See what
So
it is.
he was
yeah.
over there doing research for another book, and he watched some American players playing in Italy. So he wrote a book about it, and it is basically the experience that I had. Obviously, not as exciting, but that's
More pasta.
more past it, clearly.
Yeah.
And better football apparently. But anyways, if you want to read about it, read the book.
Playing for pizza.
Playing for Pizza. It's quite entertaining.
I get so many follow-ups, but we gotta hear the pitch too.
Okay, Chuck, you have a second idea to pitch us.
I do. It might not be as good. I just like it better. I'm going to preface that.
Yeah.
I also, as I said, convenience. I'm not really good at cooking unless I have a plan.
Okay.
So if I don't know what it is, I'm making eggs for dinner, so breakfast for dinner, or I'm making a one-pot pasta. That's all I do. And that's if I have nothing, I got to default to that. So it's pretty boring. Whereas
That does sound pretty boring.
it
honestly.
is.
Yeah.
Kids love it though.
The kids love one-pot pasta? I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Are you guys being sarcastic?
No,
I don't have
kids love pasta.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's the one thing that you can count on with kids.
Really?
If it's a noodle, they'll eat it. Most kids.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So this is a shout out to Laura because she'll look at the fridge and she'll see like a stalk of celery and half a can of beans, and like 30 minutes later we'll have a gourmet meal.
Yep.
And like I have no idea how she does it. She just like looks in the fridge and goes, boom, here's a meal, and I'm sitting there going, eggs? So
These eggs look weird.
what is this? So my idea is, and I realize there might be some tools that are similar, but I think you got to put some more frame around it. For someone like me, if you could take all the things out of your fridge, your ingredients, and just put it on the counter, and then take a picture of it and say, find me a recipe that I can make.
Yeah.
But you got to frame it a little bit, because if they come back with like a 7-course meal, I don't have the skill for that. I'm going to cut my
Yeah.
hand. So you put in you're like, I'm a beginner chef, am I intermediate? Do I have these skills? What things do I want to eat? You know, like my preferred flavors. And then you just say, make me something that fits my mentality and my skill level. And then it spits out a recipe and you go.
Okay.
Who's gonna tell them that you can already kind of do this?
So
Well, can you already do this?
I think you could go to ChatGPT and upload a photo, and it would.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think this is a very common thing in startup world right now.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you can just use one of the AI tools to do it.
Yeah.
And people are just building wrappers, and everybody's like, oh, wrapper's not a real company or an idea because you're just wrapping a little bit around the core LLM. I think the wrapper for 99% of people is the thing. Like, there's all these apps, because we're in tech. I know you hate, Phil, any AI tools whatsoever, but we're in tech, so we all extract value out of the ChatGPTs, the Claude codes, the Anthropics. But for a lot of people, that's like a bridge too far. So yes,
Right.
I could actually, and it's a similar demographic of people, in my opinion, who want to know exactly where to go in the mall. Because if you're interacting directly with ChatGPT, you got to take all the pictures, then it's going to spit out like hey, you should make this. And you're going to go, well, listen, man, I don't know how to do that. I don't have 4.5 hours. This is my skill set. Just a little wrapper, around the GPT.
Yeah. I
I think I would use it.
Would it be called the wrapper?
No, what do you have a name for it?
Yeah, of course.
Is it cook in, cook out?
No, it's an ode to Laura. It's Chef Laura. I don't know why.
Oh, that happy Valentine's Day, Laura.
Yeah, really.
Are we going to release this episode on Valentine's
It might
Day?
actually line up perfectly.
It actually might line up very well.
Hold up. Cook in, cook out. The short form for that is CC.
Cece's pretty good, though.
Chef CC.
Cece's pretty good. Chef Laura, though, is pretty good.
I like that.
So you're just taking a picture. Now, Phil, you don't do a lot of cooking. We've established this on the pod. Chaz, do you do a lot of cooking? Well, Chaz cooks a little. You got that Drew Barrymore crock pot for Christmas?
Yeah, I enjoy cooking. I don't do it super often though.
Yeah, and I think that the other
That's
thing
more
for
just
you,
for dips and whatnot. I love cooking. I just don't do it often.
well, I think the thing too that Chuck and I probably both deal with is we cook largely now for other people. I love to cook, so I'm probably a bit more my repertoire might be deeper than eggs and one pot pasta. But when you have kids, you are also, for specifically when they're young, you're what you're able to make for them becomes, the aperture gets narrowed, right? And now as they get older, they start to eat like normal people. But yeah, I write all my. This is the only analog thing I do in my life, really. I write all my recipes down after I make them in a little notebook.
You do that?
I do that, yeah. I really like cooking. And so the idea that I could take a picture, and I have done this, a very manual version of what you're suggesting and what Phil said. I'll go to GPT and I'll be like, hey, here's what I got right now. Hit me with some ideas. And the ideas are not great. So I think a little bit of a chef Laura wrapper around the LLM gets me to what I need to get to.
I think the genius is in the prompting, and it's in the step to say, I'm like this, I'm like that. And then I just have to do one button and it gives me something versus I don't have to type anything in. I have to go, well, I don't really want that. Because, like when you get the response, it's like, well, edit it. Give me one thing back.
Yeah.
Take a picture, give it back.
You want to be directed to the meal directly that you have to make. You don't want to meander around. This episode's thematically no meandering. Chuck doesn't want to be taken on a wide-ranging journey about what about this, what about this, what about this. You want, this is my wheelhouse, I can make this, boom, roasted.
Can I even apply this maybe
You should call it boom roasted.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. But it's still called Chef Laura, sorry. I don't want to get in trouble.
The name's up for debate.
No. She's an avid listener. She gets the name.
Shishi.
If you listen to the podcast, you get a product named after you.
Okay, that's actually good. Yeah, that's if you subscribe to the Patreon.
Actually, that is later. Yeah,
later.
Chaz, we're gonna need a Patreon.
For me, I'm a single man. I live alone in my home.
Man, it's a real strong word. I would have gone single fella.
That's right. I'm a single fella. Yeah, single. Also a really strong word. And boy, am I ever single. No, I'm happily single.
You started this episode with malls or depression, anxiety because of the breakdown of society. And you've kind of bookended that with like a personal sadness. So you've really done
both the group and the individual are making me sad.
You got a lot of things bringing you down. Okay, keep going.
So for me, going to the grocery store, I spend so much money, and then I can't use half of it because it goes bad by the time I get around to the fridge. So what would be great actually is even if when you're cooking. Or when you've just brought things home from the grocery store, you take a photo,
puts it all together,
and then daily it's 2 eggs, whatever. It keeps track of the inventory, and you could select what's coming out of your fridge as a fridge manager. You know what I mean? It's
fridge manager.
Oh, that's a great name.
Exactly, a fridge manager. And then all of a sudden, out of the last night, I just bought $150 worth. I don't know what I got. I feel like I just got a lot of sparkling water, to be honest. I got a double fridge in my place. This is a true thing. So because I'm single.
Just call it a fridge.
I know, it's a big fridge. I got a big fridge in my place, and because I'm single, I buy $140 worth. And that's literally fills up less than a tenth of my fridge. It's so embarrassing. So
it's an inflation commentary.
No, so then I get girls over. I'm like, oh, you want a drink? Or friends, I guess. Or you want a drink? I open the fridge, it's empty. So what I started doing, prop food. I buy food that's just big, that just makes my fridge look full. So I just have sparkling water in there. It's just
you got sparkling water and 6 watermelons.
Exactly. I'll just buy big things.
Put your cereal boxes in the fridge to keep them extra.
Yeah.
I love the idea of prop food. I think that's a separate pitch. You should hold back. Like when people are on the news and they look like a library in the back, and I'm 90% of the time I think it's just the false front of books. Oh, that's an idea I had. Those book spines for your Kindle library, so you can look like you have books on your shelf.
Oh.
Anyway, we'll come back to that one. I love the idea of prop food. I do mix in that very occasionally sad story was the fact that you can take a picture of everything you bought and it's just going to meal plan automatically for you.
Yeah.
This is a natural extension of what we're dealing with here.
This is better than what I came up with.
I think it's similar. And
Uh-huh.
Fridge Manager it's got a little sports motif to it, you know? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's like,
It's telling you who can come off the bench.
Yeah.
2 eggs today.
I mean, I like that Phil's will just be like, oh, you get 2 cans of sparkling water.
Get that watermelon in
2
there.
cans of sparkling water, whatever the largest vegetable is that money can buy.
Yeah, that's right.
You just keep a bag of potatoes in there because potatoes last forever.
Yeah. Hey, time to buy 5 squashes.
Just yams.
Just
Yams.
yeah.
Just big yams. I don't even know what to say. This idea started and Phil was like, I don't know, this feels like it's just a GPT. I think we've taken this on a journey and gotten to a place where I think we have a great app idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I would subscribe and use this app if it helped put together the meals for me based on what I have accessible. And take it a step further, I get, I don't have any of these yet, but I get the Meta Ray-Bans. I'm
Yeah.
walking through the grocery store.
Wow.
As I'm picking the stuff up, it's like, hey, Shub, here's what you can make with this. Go get these 3 other things.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, here's what aisle and shelf those things are in. We
Boom.
just pulled GIGO back.
Yeah. Gotta go back. Here's a thought. Add some ginger.
My people never need to know to add ginger. Ginger's number 2 ingredient. Number 2 ingredient.
After what? Turmeric?
I don't know. I just said that because I thought it was funny.
Oh, okay.
If I said number 1 ingredient, you know,
Well,
it
no,
doesn't
I
sound
sound like an asshole going number 1's turmeric.
What's number 1 for you, Phil? Salt? Potatoes? It's got a little tense in here. If I take one thing, and Chuck, you've done a fabulous job, but I will say if I take one thing away as a memory of this podcast, it will be the concept of prop food when you're having people over to your house.
That's fair. It's a good idea.
Because again, when we were all younger, people come over and you have like mustard and like a row of condiments, and then I'd have a drawer of alcoholic beverages
Right.
and maybe some milk, right? That'd be it. So,
Yeah.
but if I'd known about this prop food idea,
Yeah. And just to be clear, like,
what if the food, what if the prop food's not even food? What if it's just the prop?
yeah, that's, you know what, I told this, like, I said, I was out for drinks with someone, and I said this, like, for the first time, like, pretty closed loop. And then maybe about 2 weeks later, a friend of mine's fiance comes and goes, Phil, did I hear you have fake food in your fridge? And we're very concerned. And
No, but it's real. You had real
But it's
food.
real food
But what
that just
I'm
is big.
proposing is fake food.
Yeah, that is good. But then I think people start to get concerned for you, is what I'm
No,
saying.
you just say things, that watermelon's not ripe yet. Right? Hey,
You gotta
don't
cycle it out though.
you open it out and you'd be like, oh, hey guys, just there's a watermelon in there, but it's not ready yet. And that way everybody goes, oh, wow, he's thinking about things. But yeah, I guess the second you went and grabbed something and it was clearly
Fake.
fake.
When will that water be ready? Oh, in about 5,000 years.
By the time episode 10 comes out. Chuck, I'm going to rate this idea. And it started small. And then I think it got better and bigger, which is, what we're trying to do.
Right. That's why people come on, so that we can help them become.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think it's as good idea as your first one in terms of the actual practical applicability.
Mhm.
Phil's right. There might be you could just build this little vibe code. You vibe code this up. That being said, it speaks to me directly, and that's all I care about. I'm going to give this one 53 Celsius.
And what's the subsequent breakdown?
I was gonna ask.
I don't, the idea itself, I'm going to go 27, 26.
Okay.
Because the go-to-market, I think, would be super easy. Like your target demographic is parents with young kids, for sure, right? And then your secondary demographic is guys who this food goes bad.
Right. sad, lonely people.
Yeah, yeah.
Loving families on the one side.
Yeah.
With like filled with joy and happiness.
That's right.
And then like terribly depressed, sad people on the other
Yeah,
side.
and one of the challenges there is when you're trying to, and this is for the folks out there, when you're trying to market to two different personas like that, it can make your website messaging confusing. So you might almost want to split two product lines. They're different enough. Like people talk about that when you're selling to enterprise and selling to small business, and people are like, well, wait, is this for me or not? So I would have Chef Laura for the families, and I would have, what was yours? Cece? Cece for the sad folks.
Do you love me?
Yeah. So yeah, 53. What did I say? 53.
53. That's great.
Yeah, GIGO, superlative. This one
Needs some work.
needs some work, but I like the whisper of an idea.
It was, yeah. I like it. Again, it's very applicable to me.
This feels like this episode is, maybe you and Chuck, you want to start coming to hang out at our kids' soccer games?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, I could use some friends.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to sponsor the kids' soccer? Tech Thursday? Can you imagine Tech Thursday little logos on the kids' jerseys?
I mean, I think that'd be pretty sweet.
nice.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
The Deftones just did a custom jersey for kids, and it looks very cool. The band.
Well, sorry, we can't do custom jerseys. You just need to. We don't have that kind of dough. You just need to iron. Actually, you have to do it yourself. So we'll give you all the jersey. You have to iron on a Tech Thursday logo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
But no, I think to me this is like a 65 salsa. Not as good as GIGO, because I think GIGO.
You perfect scored it.
I perfect scored it.
And you've been drunk on lately, on breaking people's ideas down.
Yeah.
Once you realized you could give somebody less than a 70, you went nuts for a while.
I went nuts. I was pretty rough on Shaz, on his unflippable floaty.
Oh, Aquadesk.
Aquadesk.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, this is high for me. Very applicable. I just think maybe less. I love prop food, and I'm only in my fridge like honestly twice a week. If I'm honest with you, like there's 2 meals I'm making in there.
Which is remarkable because the number of food-related pitches we've had on this podcast is very high.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've still managed to judge them despite your unwillingness to eat at home.
That's true.
Yeah. I did see you when I came in today. You said wants to watch me do a 3-minute banh mi run because you had a Vietnamese sub and you had 3 minutes before a call.
Yeah, I said.
So I know you eat, so I'm not concerned.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, who wants to see me speed run a banh mi?
And it was a real sub. It wasn't a prop sub. I can confirm.
It was real.
It was, and I did it in 3 minutes.
Wow.
Shaz, what do you think about that? You impressed? I bet you are. A whole banh mi in 3 minutes. What do you think of that?
I love the banh mi in Calgary. Honestly, 3 minutes is probably about my average.
Not even impressed.
Okay, so Chuck, 2 ideas. You've done pretty well. How would you rate your experience as a listener? One of the first times we've had someone who I know is actively listening to the podcast. Because obviously you would listen to the podcast, be like, wow, this is amazing. What's it like to be in that room? It must be incredible. The hot room I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
Still hot.
Oh, it's hot.
It's hot in here.
How would you relate your experience as a participant to your experience as a listener?
Better than I could have imagined.
And we're not even letting him go. Like we guide him in, but we're not letting him go.
Yeah.
We're gonna drag this out for him. He said he didn't have to be here anywhere till 6.
Well, yeah, that's right. You should not have said that to because I got nothing going on. Like, I got no family at home, no food in the fridge. Brother, we could do this all night long. I would hope we did this all night long. Otherwise, so yeah, you think at least 45 more minutes, please.
You got lots of time. Honestly, this has been really cool. It's been a lot of fun because it's just been, somebody I admire a lot and be able to,
It's Phil. He's talking about.
obviously talking about Phil.
Yeah,
I mean, national Quidditch champion. I mean, I don't know what more you admire. So
Chuck. Yeah, you're right. Earlier I said he was the first he's the first professional athlete, but the second most successful athlete.
that's right.
Yeah. We established it when he was playing college football as a quarterback.
Right.
Blah blah blah. He'd never even won a national title.
Yeah, that's right.
How'd you guys do in the Finnish league though? In that one season?
Oh, good question.
Oh, that's not a good answer. Yeah, we were like 3-9. It was a tough.
That's a pretty good answer.
What was
yeah.
your team called?
We were the Trojans.
The Trojans.
Yes.
The
Doesn't sound like
Trojans.
it doesn't sound like a very Finnish name. Yeah.
Well, they said Trojans. Anyways, they couldn't quite say it. Yeah.
Trojans. Yeah.
No, I did really well. Our team didn't do so well.
Oh, you had a good year.
I had a
Sometimes that's all that matters.
I had a
you know?
great year. I'm not
How
gonna
many
lie.
how many passing
That's why
yards?
Phil was running just a one-person outfit until recently. No matter how Tech Thursday was doing, you were doing great.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, now you got an employee. so-
500 passing yards.
No, we had a lot of fun. Good group of guys, but we did not do well. So
Yeah. Well, listen, I very much appreciate you coming in. I know you've got a business to run. You've got kids. We don't have soccer practice tonight.
thank God.
I have to go. I have to go to soccer coaches training tonight.
No way. That's a
Our
thing.
our football club has partnered with the Argentinian Football Association.
That's so sick.
So we're getting retrained how to coach. And I'll be honest, folks, I was making a lot of it up. I have a great co-coach, Lauren. We've coached together forever. She does most of the heavy lifting, I think. We can all agree, Chuck? Yes?
It's your podcast, man.
Yeah. Lauren is great. But yeah, tonight the coaches are coming here from Argentina to teach us how to coach. I was like, this feels like a lot of pressure. And it's every night this week.
Yeah, I don't envy you.
So
That's every night this week, you are learning from an Argentinian how to coach soccer.
yeah.
Did you have it last night?
No, tonight,
tonight.
starting tonight.
Starting tonight.
I had Zoom calls last week, hilariously, all in Spanish.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. So we
Again,
had
to learn how to coach?
Yes, we were using the Zoom translation, and I was like, I don't have the best attention span sometimes, so I was losing it. But tonight they're on the field, so I'm like, okay, let's do this thing. But then tomorrow night, tonight is 7 asides. Tomorrow night is 9 asides, which we'll be playing in the summer. So I was like, well, I better do a little homework here. But I got to tell you, between this podcast and coaching kids soccer, I don't have time for a real job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I'm like, I played somewhat competitively growing up, but it's been a long time. So I'm looking forward to someone telling me what to do.
I'm excited to hear how that goes.
Well, you'll hear it tomorrow. We're recording twice tomorrow, so this will be just most of my material.
Okay, so we got to slice up the material,
Yeah.
and like your little tykes, they're gonna be like Lionel Messi out there.
Yeah, they don't come tonight.
What?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
Adults playing 7-on-7.
This is literally, here's what you're going to do on the field.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we're supposed to,
you're not going to that,
Yeah.
are you?
Oh God.
That being
no.
said, it's
No.
very, very exciting for the club. This is a very positive development.
Okay.
I think I'm supposed to say that. And then I'm just making sure, trying to manage my. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this out. I think it's like,
Please
just
cut out the turmeric a bit.
what's that?
Just a quick request to cut out the turmeric.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't cut that part out.
What?
Yeah, the audio software doesn't work that way. Okay, Chuck, listen, I don't know where we were when I started talking about this, but I got distracted. We will only see each other probably a couple more times this week,
Yeah, at least 3.
at least 3, plus twice on Sundays.
That's right.
But it was an absolute pleasure having you in. Thank you for being so prepared. I know you've been workshopping a lot of this for a couple of weeks, no, a couple of months probably, from
Sweating
when
it
we
out.
first talked
Yeah.
about it. And congratulations on 8 a.m.
Thank you.
and where it started and where it's got to. I am serious about all those people out there that need vendor risk assessments. Why would you go anywhere else
Right.
when you could go see Chuck and his team?
Chuck and the team.
I'll tell you, going with someone else for vendor risk assessment feels pretty risky to me.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my assessment.
It's not 8 a.m. It's lame a.m.
Mine was better.
We can work that one. Yeah, we can workshop that one.
If you're not using 8 a.m., you'll be up till 3 a.m.
Oh,
Oh, that's actually good.
Right? That's pretty good.
that's right. Yeah.
I gotta write that down.
No, you don't have to. It'll be on the recording. That and turmeric.
No, please. No, please.
Chuck, thanks again, man. You're welcome to come back anytime. Appreciate your and Laura's support early stages with this podcast too, which has been great. It's always really nice, in addition to the numbers, to hear people reach out and be like, hey, this was funny. They sent me a picture of the barbecue uncovered, and they were like, ah. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, here we go. But
Yeah.
thank you. I'll see you like 36 hours from now, probably.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Boom.